Recently, there's been an increase in hate crimes all across America about the Asian and Pacific Islander community. Because of this, I thought it would be fitting to talk about my experiences of being an Asian American. Hi, my name is Anna Hai, and I am a sophomore at Carmel High School. So, to start off with, I'm Asian. It means that I'm half white and half Asian. More specifically, I'm half white and half Japanese. Growing up, I've only ever known fully white people or fully Asian people. It's never been a mix of the two. Being in this kind of environment has definitely affected me into who I am today. For example, put me in a group of Asian people, I'm known as a white one. Put me in a group of non-Asian people, I'm known as the Asian one. It's just a very interesting kind of environment to be in. Recently, though, I've had the priority of meeting many other Asian people in my life. One noticeable person is actually a waitress that I met in LA. I was never able to catch her name, but we were both happy that we could relate to each other. She was still fairly young, she couldn't have been more than 25, and we were both half white and half Japanese. We both agreed that we looked more Japanese as a baby than we do now, and we had both only been to Japan a handful of times. She had only been to Japan maybe 3 times, and although I've never actually been to mainland Japan, I have lived in a tiny island south of it. My dad's in the military, so that means that we move overseas a lot. When I was in kindergarten through 2nd grade, we lived in this teeny tiny little tropical island south of mainland Japan called Okinawa. Interestingly enough, the waitress's family is from Okinawa, which is where I lived. So, I remember one day, maybe 1st or 2nd grade during swim practice, I was just in line waiting to do something, I don't remember. And this person in front of me, he turns around and looks at me and says, "Why are you here? You're a gaijin," which gaijin is a derogatory Japanese slang word for foreigner. And I remember just my face turning red then white, my stomach dropping, my hands trembled, I almost cried. Because I was confused, I was scared, I was hurt, I had never been in this kind of situation before. And just this scared me, and it still makes me feel uneasy to this day. So, this is just one of my many encounters with racism. Once I started to move back to America, it started to become more normalized, more frequent. People would come up to me and call me nicknames like Ching Chong or Ling Ling. They would pull their eyes back and say Chinese, Japanese, Korean, and I would laugh along with them. Because if everyone else did, then why shouldn't I? I didn't realize at the time that this was racism. I thought it was just a little funny joke. Once I started to get into middle school, I became more aware about what was right and wrong, what was racist, not racist. And I still started to kind of stand up for myself, but at the same time, I still laughed along with some of the things. I was still unsure about laughing along or just yelling at someone because they're saying something that's wrong. Interestingly enough, freshman year, last year, when I was still incredibly aware about racism, I still laughed along. I thought I had grown as a person. I thought I had known everything about racism and everything because I'd done research on it. But when COVID hit, friends would turn to me and say, "Oh, don't get too close to her, she's Asian, you might get COVID." And I would still laugh along with them. I still had this part of me that didn't really understand, that didn't really stand up for myself. And this made me lose confidence in myself a little bit, slowly without me realizing it. But lately, I have luckily regained that confidence back. At my old place, at my old school, I was in a somewhat conservative area. Some people there were known to say some racist things, and one person even went to say that COVID was good because it was taking out all of the Asians. People knew that he would say that. He got away with maybe a slap on the wrist, and many teachers would even just turn a blind eye to it because they didn't want to get too much into it because it was such a sensitive topic. Racism is similar or exactly like bullying, and I'm pretty sure that we're all well versed on how to combat bullying. So, similar or same techniques can be used to combat racism, and some similarities between racism and bullying are that you have the racist people or the bullies, the bystanders and you have the victims of the racist or bullies. So with this knowledge, hopefully people are able to either stand up for themselves or stand up for others, and hopefully other people can become more self-aware about what is racist and what is not. Recently, as we have probably seen in the news, more people have been getting attacked, but more people have also been speaking out about this. And hearing people speak out about their struggles of being an Asian American has really helped me come to terms and helped me regain my confidence about being an Asian American. And seeing other role models talk up about this has helped me regain my confidence in being a biracial Asian American.